Welcome to part 2. Now, the undercurrents here tell a story that has shocked me. I am surprised, baffled. Okay? Now, as you all know, it's not easy to surprise me. I've been in this game for a long time. I know all the moves these people make, dirty moves, clean moves, backroom deals. I'm very familiar to them. But this has surprised me. What is this that has surprised me? Well, it is simply this. I'm surprised at DP Ruto and his team. I'm just surprised. And I'm surprised at the moves they're making. Yeah? Because those moves, when I look at those moves and I look at the record of DP William Ruto, because I have a lot of respect for the intelligence of this politician, I have a lot of respect for the smart moves he's capable of, I'm just baffled. Or has DP Ruto also been replaced by an alien? Folks, whatever you think of DP Ruto, his track record speaks for itself. This is the man who rubbished Mwai Kibaki's lineup, President Mwai Kibaki. He cancelled that lineup, something that had been planned for months, something that had been carefully thought through, He cancelled it and put up his own lineup, which carried the day. Now, a man who carries out such a move, and succeeds, needs to be respected. It was not easy. Politics is not easy. But when somebody does what you'd call a political coup, that man has to be respected. His abilities have to be respected. However, in the current manenos, 2022 manenos, the DP, these moves don't belong to the DP. It's not really the DP here. This cannot be the William Samoei Ruto we know. When you're playing a game of drafts, let me simplify it even further. When you're playing a game of drafts, or chess for those who know it, when you make a move, you must anticipate the reaction of your opponent. So you say to yourself, ndio nitakula hapa. But how will my opponent react? After I've eaten this pawn, kicked this pawn out of the game, what will my opponent do? And you look on the board and you realize that what your opponent will do after you eat that pawn, it will be a checkmate and the chess game will be over. Or in drafts, you realize after you eat that piece, you take that piece off the board, what will happen? Your opponent will take 5 pieces off the board that belong to you. So that one move will cost you dearly. So the long and short of it is you must think through every move you make. And previously, DP William Ruto has been thinking through, his camp has been thinking through every move they make. But if you look at recent developments in Kenya, what has been happening is that either the other team, the president's team, are too smart and they've thought this thing through, kabisa, either that or the DP William Ruto camp is off form. Now, even the best striker in soccer, can be off form. You have a very good player, but he has a game where it's just not him, He plays very badly till you start wondering, it happens. He's off form. Now, could this be in politics that the DP William Ruto camp is off form? Let me just remind you, they came up with the idea, lazima mtalipa deni. The DP William Ruto is owed a debt and it must be paid. Well, we all know that didn't work. In fact, recently, the DP had to backtrack. And in an interview with NTV, he said nobody owes him a debt. And there are many other moves, that this DP Ruto camp has made that have not worked. Because what has happened, the reaction from the other side has completely scuttled, finished off their move. Now, this latest one was a killer, because it was on Mau Forest. Very emotive political thing. Because the encroachment on Mau, the Mau catchment area, was political. It was done by politicians. It was done by political kifua, if I can call it that. However, the sad thing here is that the Mau forest should not be political. There should be no politics near it. Yeah, but the reality is that there is. It's all politics. And this is very sad because the Mao escarpment area, the Mao catchment area issue is a life and death thing. Yeah, people die from drought. Yeah, as a result of the interference with Kenya's most important catchment area. Anyway, this latest move was to use the Mao forest to incite one community, and build up a formidable threat to the president's side. And on the surface of things, it seemed the perfect thing, because the truth is, since 2013, the Jubilee government has actually built and invested in the encroached area. Yep, you've heard me right. They've invested in schools and other infrastructure in the area under dispute, in the encroached area. So the argument seemed to be very strong because the government would be asked, why did you build these investments here if we're on encroached area? Why have you changed your mind after investing so much public funds here? Now I say on the surface, because if they'd taken time to think through the whole situation, they'd have known that would be a battle they would never win. Because the Kenyan public is not stupid. And indeed the Kenyan public is getting smarter by the day. And so it's pretty obvious that what would have happened is that instead of actually finding themselves in confrontation with the other side, they would have found themselves in confrontation with the people of Kenya. And that is exactly what has happened. Because you'll notice the government has not talked much. In fact, this Mao thing seems to have developed into a fight between Rift Valley legislators and the rest of Kenya, the people of Kenya. And in my view, the Ruto camp even scored an own goal. They put up the ball into their own net by introducing the name of Raila Odinga into the issue. Or it is Raila Odinga who's organizing for people to be evicted violently from the Mao. Looking back, it's rather obvious, had they left out Raila Odinga out of this issue, they may have gone a little further than they ended up going. Because the ODM brigade would never have come out to speak so strongly about the Mao. What would have most likely happened? They would have just kept quiet. Politically, the issue may, I say may because it's not obvious. Nothing is obvious. Nothing is a foregone conclusion in high-stakes politics. Nothing. So this may have remained a Jubilee issue. But as we know now, it is not really a Jubilee issue. It's a national issue. Folks, actually, if I can spell it out, this Mao thing has backfired very, very badly for the DP camp. And it has backfired in many ways. Let's start with the numbers. Already 7,000 families have been evicted from the Mao area. Another 40,000, actually a total of 40,000 are expected to be evicted. Now, when you count extended families, because most of these people are from the Rift Valley, those votes run into millions of votes. Not less than 1 million votes. Because the minute somebody goes to campaign, they'll be told, oh, you promised us. You promised us and now our people have been kicked out of their land. So what other promises can we listen from you and take seriously? Now, no matter how strong the love and support for DP William Ruto is in the Rift Valley, you cannot convince somebody who has lost their piece of land. Maybe they paid hundreds of thousands, millions of shillings for that piece of land. And even if they didn't pay for it, they've lost everything. Now, of course, there's talk about the people who have been kicked out, some of them at least, being resettled elsewhere, being given free land elsewhere, But still, the damage has been done. And of course, the other major political blow is that the DP William Ruto camp is being squeezed tighter and tighter into a corner they cannot get out of. Until next time, this is Kshs, Kumekucha.